Hey guys, what is up and welcome to I believe this is part 4 of France in Victoria 2. So last time, basically what happened is we formed Italy just to add a bit of extra flavour into Europe itself. And other than that, there's not been a great deal of things that we've actually done. Or from what I can remember, we took parts of Algeria, we took over Tunis. And then other than that, we'll just basically that was it. We were helping out our allies now. We have the left bank decision, which is to get a state from what's the name? Prussia. That's the one. We also have a claim on Belgium, which runs out very soon. How soon is this water being done? Well, okay, so we're probably going to lose that claim. Do we have any good generals? -4 attack. That is arguably the worst thing I think I've actually seen. Like, that is horrible. I'm like kind of dumbfounded in a way because that is literally the worst thing I've seen. He's a 2 attack, so he'll attack into that. That is farmlands, so hopefully that's fine. Industry, I'm just going to immediately expand all these factories because the fastest way to improve your industry score is just by spamming it to build, basically. And then we'll get underway, I guess. I don't believe we need to mobilize, really, because we're not going to lose that much from this conflict. We should win these engagements unless their general is a 3 defense. That makes... Okay, that makes more sense. Quickly go and reinforce that battle, which is now a win. Push into there. Well, it does have a 3 defense. That might have been a bad idea, but I think we're going to get them on the morale level. And then we're going to attack them there. How many units do they have? They have 32 units and they're mobbed. So realistically, we should be winning 90% of these engagements. Where's the rest of my army? I have 15,000 down here. And I have 2 stacks down here as well. So I'm going to send those units into there. Morocco, I don't care. Okay. That's that done. We're going to try and push into the mountains to get rid of these rebels. Actually, no, we're not, because they don't matter just yet. They're only Jacobins and they're in the mountains, so what does it matter? That's pointless of me. We're going to try and unsiege down all the Austrian land. This is when we don't want them there. So we're going to attack. We're going to fight them if they come siege Italian land rather than just actual, like, Austrian sieged Italian land. Then it's not really that big of a deal to me. So it's more important, at least, for me to try and contest. Try and fight that. So where are my spheres? How are they looking? We'll get the Chinese some spheres in China purely because these are high coal regions, which means they're useful for buying goods from. We are starting to unsiege this, so he's an attack 1. Good lord, the generals are so poor. I don't know what he is, but we'll take this risk. Oh, he's nothing to be concerned about. So continue to keep on fighting against every bit of Austrian incursion against the Austrians, against the Italians, sorry. We are losing that. That needs to be reinforced quite badly. What is he? Defense 3. Ugh. Okay, we're going to just bite the bullet on that. That's 3.4 war score. That's just a horrible battle. Our units aren't really replenishing fast enough for my liking, which is a bit of an issue. We can do text that fix that, but it's obviously just... You know, it's just not a good high enough speed for me. I'm going to gradually start to unsiege our own land because that's just... There's no need to have it sieged down. It's just damaging the pop. And it's not producing any goods. So everything's upgrading. Let's build everything. So even if the factory's empty, immediately just repair it. Italy has equally no troops. Austria has next to no troops. So I'm basically the only force left in this battle, which is completely pointless. Well, it's not pointless, but it's completely like... It's just me essentially fighting the Austrians. The Italians have been absolutely zero help, which is a little surprise, if I'm honest. But it would have been nice if there was a bit of aid from any allies, but I understand. It's only a newly formed nation at the end of the day. So, I'm going to get these down. Are we able to... I don't really want to spend my own war score, our own like infamy, just to give it to Italy more lands. I feel as though they have to do it on their own more than anything, because I don't really wish to stay in this fight. I want anything else? No. So they can have Lombardy or Lombardia. They're now demobilizing. Yeah, well, I mean... cost me an arm and a leg, really. That was a bad war. I don't know where that unit's come from. I'm just going to disband it. I've lost the war goal. Yep. Okay. Create a state the less Antilles, even though it's useless to me. Build all the naval bases everywhere, because once we get steel steamers, we're going to start pumping out ironclads for that. What do you call it? For that. What is it called? Colonial power. That's the one. For that colonial power. It's useful to me to not have that. Is it worth me? I don't need that unit there. I haven't deleted any of my colonial ones, which is quite a bad thing. Does that have a core? Can I make... I don't really need half these lands. Kingdom of Senegal, 2 provinces. Like, it's just here. And it's all all this land around here is completely pointless to me. There's no high population density anywhere. Don't get me wrong, around here there becomes a little more useful. Like Nigeria is also quite nice, like Sokoto, but here is a bit pointless for me. I think what I'm going to do is just release Senegal, to be honest, because they will have French people, and I don't believe that will affect migration at all. But it's just no need for me to have that land there. It gives me more colonial power availability, so I think that's a much better solution for me. What are my units doing? Was I mobilized? No. So are they? Oh, they're all slowly coming through. I was so confused where they were just then. So we're doing clean coal. We make an absolute bank. We've gone through problems, so I need to switch back to legitimist. That'll give me that, which is perfect. And now we can once again bump that up. So we're starting to get our industry going. We make just enough to support us. I'm apologising if you can hear anything outside. It's not that late at night, so there's still buses and vehicles and stuff going around. We weren't fully mobilized, fully sped up, which is partly why that probably either took so long or it felt as though it took so long. So this unit suffered a little bit. Needs 3 and 1 of that, I believe. Yep. And you just need 2 infantry, and then you're good. You are fine, so you can go on to Belgium. You are there, so you can go there, and you can go on to Dunkirk to stop the UK from just walking across. I think other than that, that's all that really is required right now. Skip that so we get the higher reinforcement rate. It's not a huge bonus, it's just something else to get. I probably should have focused on something else first, but it's done now, so that's, neither here nor there. I'll build railroads everywhere. I probably should have done that in the last part. I would have assumed that the capitalists would have done that, but need to remember that my nation isn't overly that industrialized realistically, despite the fact that we've got we are 3rd and we only have 60, so it's not even that high particularly. So we have 13 clippers. We don't need 13. Again, I think that was just from where I clicked a bunch of numbers and they just walked away from it. Toulon is our naval rally point, so we need 3 and 6. So 3 and then 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. Wasn't actually paying that much attention. Okay, I think that is good. Morocco, I have 0 interest, to be honest with you. Like, just no interest at all. It's completely pointless to me. So that's that war done. So we're gonna get all of our techs on through, I guess. But yeah, so this Not a lot has happened. All we did was win that first war, and that's about it. Other than that, there's not a great deal of stuff that we can do right now. I want to get my claim back on the Belgians, purely because the land that they had is really useful for me. Like, it's a heavily industrialized area, so it's going to be useful for me to grab at least. But that will be the first part. I thank you all so much for joining me, and I hope to see you in the next one. And bye bye.